These simple tips are going to make it super simple to start striking your hybrids and your fairway woods with much more consistency. There's nothing worse after you hit a good drive, you're down the middle, you think you've got a good chance, you pull out that hybrid, and then from there you just top it down the middle, and you may as well have just hit a pitching wedge. So this is a common club that people would struggle with. We need to try and get some sort of contact consistency so that we can rely on these clubs and start to capitalise on good drives. So let's keep these hybrid and fairway wood tips really simple. So the most common mistake I would see in general with fairway woods and hybrids is playing it too much like a driver. Keynote: this is nothing like a driver. Don't play it with the ball way forward in the stance. Don't play it with lots and lots of shoulder tilt, and definitely don't play it keeping weight on the back foot. That's where most golfers go wrong. They play this too far forward. They're really trying to sweep that ball up, maybe trying to add some loft, leaning back, and what that leads to is poor contact again and again and again. So golfers, unless you are taking big divots, do not try and sweep the golf ball. We're going to play this a lot more like an iron shot. It still requires a downward blow. So let's use this as an example. So we've got the golf ball here. We've got a low lofted club here. So if you're playing with 15 degrees because you've got a 3-wood, if you're playing with 19, 21 degrees, if we start to swing up and we actually get it a little bit wrong and the bottom of the club face hits the middle of the golf ball, you are not going to launch it high. It's going to come out low. There's less loft at the bottom of the face. It's going to launch low. With it being low in the face, it's actually going to be high spinning. So it's going to dribble along the floor. If you do get any height and you're doing this sort of sweeping motion, chances are you'll spin it like crazy, and into wind, it is going to go nowhere. So what's required to get consistent hybrids and woods? So with a hybrid, for example, we need a slight descending blow where the club travels down slightly, the ball starts to spin, launches high. We might take a small little divot or a sort of bruise of grass, and it's descending ever so slightly on the ball to get that consistent launch. So you're probably asking, how do we do that? Dead simple. Play it more like an iron. Place the golf ball slightly left in your stance, but not too far forward. So as a reference point, there's a few different things we can use. Just inside the left shoulder, on the badge or any sort of logo of any shirt, or in line with your left eye. We don't want to go too far forward, not too close to the left foot. That is going to get it in a position where if we put a nice swing on it, we're going to strike that ball first and have that slight descending angle into the ball. That's tip number one. Make sure that ball position is absolutely spot on. So it's slightly left of where you would play a 7, 8, 9 iron pitching wedge, but it's not so far forward that it looks like driver. That's going to then level off your spine tilt. You're not going to have a crazy amount of this, which is great. And then weight distribution wise, we want to try and feel like we've maybe got another 5% of weight on the left leg at the start. We don't want to be leaning back. Ultimately, to get that slight descending angle into the ball, we still want to come into impact with a good 60-70% of the weight on the left leg, not hanging back. So get that alignment stick down on the floor, set yourself up and check that ball position's good. The weight slightly favours this side of the stick at address, but come impact, hugely favours this side at impact. If we can start to do this more and more often, the contact is going to be so much more consistent. Ball position is good, the weight is slightly on the left side, and we're feeling like we shift onto that left side at impact. No hanging back, no tops and thins. So that's what I want you to think about. Just get a stick down, a golf club down, check the ball position. The shoulders aren't too tilted. The weight slightly favours the left side, and then it's hugely going to favour the left side as we approach impact. So we start with the weight slightly left. We hit the ball with the weight more on the left. Let's give that a try and shift that weight to the front foot. Lovely. That felt good. So this weight distribution is huge. Get the ball position right. Make sure you're shifting the weight. Simple concept. You can do this anywhere. You can put a golf club down, imaginary line, but you need to try and get that downward blow, slightly downward blow, in order to consistently strike your hybrids and fairway woods really nice. This is general advice that's going to help most golfers. Most of the time when I see amateurs struggle in lessons, because they're trying to add loft and help the ball up in the air. Trying to add loft causes that poor contact and the low strikes on the club face. So there you have it. Easy, simple concepts. Good ball position. Don't treat it like a driver. Shift the weight to the left. 3 key components to striking hybrids good. Some simple checkpoints. More like an iron, less like a driver. Good ball position. Weight starts slightly left. Left at impact, slightly downward blow on the golf ball. No hanging back. No bottom of the swing back here. No tops and thins. Do this. Massively improve your second shots. And start to enjoy your golf even more. Try it out, comment down below how you get on with your hybrids, with your fairway woods, with these tips. If you found this useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We've got 2 videos coming every single week in order to help you with your golf. And if you're looking for any freebies in return, check out the description links below, where we have a free golf lesson with me, an online lesson through Skillist, which you'll just see in the corner here, where if you follow me, send some swings, I'll get you a personalised analysis and feedback in order to help your game. And there's also some weekly and monthly tips down in that description link below. As always, thanks for watching. Stick around and check out some of the other videos on the channel, and see you next time on the channel.